We're back for the final news today. Union Minister for Defense Lieutenant General Whalewin met with British Ambassador to Myanmar Andrew Richard Hayne at the ministry in Naypyidaw on 6th March. They discussed about appointing British military attaché to Myanmar, matters of Kachin and Rakhine states, and cooperative tasks of two militaries. In other news, foreign investment law and specific economic zone law were already promulgated in Myanmar. Accordingly, trade fairs, expos, business matching, meetings, and seminars were held to promote the economic sector. The current trade volume between Myanmar and Bangladesh is about $86 million, and it needs to expand for more cooperation. For further development of bilateral trade, both countries start practicing automatic licensing system and non-licensing system to some exportable products. Single Country Trade Fair of Bangladesh 2013 was opened at UMF CCI building in Yangon on 6th March. Union Minister for Commerce Uimi, Bangladesh Minister for Trade Ghulam Mohammed Quader, the Vice President of Export Promotion Bureau, Bangladesh Ambassador to Myanmar, and UMF CCI President extended greetings. Bangladesh products like clothes, fabrics, cosmetics, medicines, commodities, furniture, and handicrafts will be displayed at a 3-day trade fair till the 8th. And finally, the Myanmar Institute of Strategic and International Studies of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Indian Council of World Affairs jointly conducted the exchange of views between the two think tanks on 6th March at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Yangon. Our reporter Kintuza covered the story.
Ambassador Rajiv Kumar Bhatia, Director General of the Indian Council of World Affairs, and Unyu Mashin, retired Ambassador, Chairman of the Myanmar Institute of Strategic and International Studies, delivered the welcoming remarks at the inaugural session.
Today it's an exchange of views between the two think tanks of India and Myanmar. And as you know, in Myanmar we have very few think tanks. And Myanmar ISIS is one of the oldest think tanks in Myanmar, although we are only slightly over 20 years old. Of course, the Indian think tank, the ICWA, is a very important one in terms of foreign policy, and they already have a history of more than 70 years. So this is the first time that we are meeting after we signed a MOU during the visit of the Indian Prime Minister to Myanmar last year. And through this dialogue, this is the first in a series, we will continue to have regular exchanges, and through these exchanges and dialogue, we hope to give some recommendations to our policymakers, both from Myanmar and India, so that our relations can be even enhanced further and bringing to new higher level of friendship. Well, today I think since we have, as Ambassador Bhatia just said, they are very distinguished scholars from India and also from the Myanmar side. So I hope we will get a very, we will exchange very sincere and frank manner, and from these discussions we will get some good recommendations that we will both jointly review and submit to our policymaker as a joint report. So we hope very much that this will be successful.
What we have seen, and this is the result of our research, we have seen that Myanmar has started the journey of transition to democracy. This is the period of transition. Slowly, the country, but steadily moving towards achieving its goal to have democracy and to have liberalized economy. And we have seen that in these 2 years, the relationship with India is increasing. It is expanding because very clearly our leaders have been visiting each other. They have been signing new agreements. So building on that, to answer your question, we feel that there are at least 3 areas in which a special focus should be placed. First, it is the assistance that India is in a position to give to Myanmar to strengthen its transition to democracy. You know, democracy does not come overnight. Societies have to work for it. Institutions have to be created. India being the largest democracy in the world, just next door, we have experience, and if Myanmar wants, we can keep sharing it. I think it is already happening. The second field is the economic field. I think we highly respect Myanmar's fundamental goal, which is to develop economically fast. And there again, Indian technology, Indian capital, India's development experience, India's institutions of excellence, they can be of help. So there, both India and Myanmar need to work together to persuade India business community to come and invest in Myanmar. It is not easy. Some are very interested, others are thinking about it. So we need to cooperate and persuade more Indian investments to come into Myanmar. And the third thing is about what we say people-to-people relationship. That is a relationship which is outside the realm of governments and business. So academics, media, think tanks, universities, youth, women groups, all these need to come together, because in this day and age, only those countries can truly claim to enjoy good relations where people are closer, people are working together. So it is in this context, my delegation is here to make its contribution to the process. Especially, you know, I can say that older people in our two countries have good memory of the long history of relationship. But I'm not sure about younger people. Not that they are not knowledgeable, they are very knowledgeable, they are very smart. But I think it is the duty of the older generation to pass on the information and the memory and the knowledge we have of the age-old relationship between India and Myanmar. So our two think tanks will come closer on a regular basis, and we will bring in younger scholars so the next 20, 30, 40 years they are able to fly the flag of closer relationship between us.
The issues discussed between the Myanmar Institute of Strategic and International Studies and the Indian Council of World Affairs range from reform process, achievements and the way forward, bilateral political relations, defense and security cooperation, and bilateral economic engagements and technical cooperation.
That's all we have for now. I'm Randolf Jamias. Thank you for watching.